Hello everyone, welcome to today's Worldly. My name is Neto Osai. I'm the founder of this channel, and on this channel we talk about amazing, wonderful and wacky animals like the one we're going to be talking about today, the horse. Now the horse, many of you know what horses are, but a lot of you don't know about them in depth. You don't know so much about them. You know a lot about them, but not that much. So today I'm here to enlighten you more on this incredible animal. Now, what exactly is a horse? Horses are animals that belong to the group, the order of mammals called Perissodactyla. They are mammals that have an odd number of toes, meaning that they are odd-toed only, meaning that they have an odd number of toes. Horses have one toe, and there are also two other animals in this order, rhinos and tapirs, of which rhinos will often have mostly 5 toes, while tapirs have 3 to 4 toes depending on the species. Now horses are in the family Equidae, which also contains other animals like asses, donkeys, and zebras. Now horses are very charismatic animals, very intelligent, and they have a very unique behavior. They are very incredible animals, and I hope you're going to learn a lot from me today. Now horses, let's start with the basics of horse anatomy. Now, to measure how big a horse is, we also measure it in hands, a unit of measurement that is unique for measuring horses, developed by horse breeders. Now, most horses, some big species can weigh over 13 to 14 hands. We measure hands from the shoulder up, all the way up, from this region down, up this way. We often measure it from the front, this side, all the way up to around the neck. We don't often measure over the head. As you can see, this specimen is bending down, so often they will measure it from here to here. This breed of horse can be around, let's say, between 13 hands. Of course, hands can also be converted to other units of measurement like inches and centimeters too. Now horses have some unique adaptations that they have developed throughout their stay in the habitat that they have adapted to, the grassland. Now horses adapted to the grasslands of most of the world, from Asia to Europe to North America to North America to Africa. Now horses and humans have had a relationship for thousands of years. The first breeds of horse to be domesticated were mostly in Asia around 9,600 years ago, where some ancient species like the Shepan and the Przewalski's horse were bred. The Przewalski's horse is still around today, making it one of the oldest horse lineages in the world, but it's still pretty rare, found mostly in the Asian steppes of Mongolia and around the lowland regions of the Himalayas. Now from there, horse breeding came throughout the world. Horses were bred throughout different places. They were even taken to North America, taken to places that they didn't originally inhabit before, all the way to Australia, and they have come practically everywhere we are now. Horses are truly incredible animals with an equally incredible biology to match. Now horses have a unique set of teeth that they have adapted to chewing on grass, to eating grass that they have adapted to where they stay. Now the way their molars are shaped, now as you might know, herbivores don't have canines. Those are the long elongated teeth that are very sharp at the tip that we have, most omnivores and all carnivores have. Now horses don't have those. They have incisors which they use to cut grass. Then they now have molars and premolars. Now those molars are highly adapted to crushing grass. Now grass is actually quite hard since it uses silica to protect its internal structure. Now they have adapted their teeth to crushing that silica, breaking it, and they also often use dirt. Dirt can cover grass, allowing for more protection from herbivores like horses, but they have adapted their teeth to crush that grass, enabling them to utilize it. Now, in digesting that grass, horses are pseudo-ruminants. They are not true ruminants like sheep goats and cows. They have 3 stomachs instead of 4 stomachs like true ruminants have, and their digestive process is similar but not the same as ruminants. Now, when they are digesting the grass, they do chew the cud, but like I said, most of the digestive process is similar but it's not the same. They do have cellulose. They have bacteria that contain cellulose, which is the enzyme that breaks down cellulose which is a major component of most plants, of practically all plants and other creatures and organisms that photosynthesize. Now, horses have an incredibly strong bite and also an incredibly strong kick. They use these two things mostly to defend themselves from predators and to fight. Horses are also very social animals, living in herds, mostly depending on the breed and how you keep them. But in the wild, horses live in herds, often with one male sitting at the top, being the leader of the entire herd. He's the one that takes care of the herd, he defends the herd, and he makes most of the primary decisions of where to get food, where to get water, and all that. While there are females that are directly below him. Those are the ones that stay in the group. They are his females. He's the only one that is allowed to mate with all of them, and then they can have their own children. The female kids will often stay in the same herd, while the males are kicked out by their fathers so that they can find their own herd. Now, as I said before, they use their teeth and kick to fight, and male horses really need to fight if they want to both maintain their herds or to get new ones or to expand their existing herd. Now, horses may be social, but most of the time when new males come, it can lead to fights, and this fight can be quite terrible and brutal on the side of the horse, depending on who wins. Often larger, more experienced males will win in such a fight. Now, horses are distributed throughout the world with breeds in multiple different parts of the world. Horses are found practically everywhere we are, in the same places, but it depends on the breed. Now, there are 3 different breeds of horses. There are numerous different breeds of horses grouped into 3 types: cold blood, warm blood, and hot blood. Not like they are cold-blooded or warm-blooded like reptiles and mammals. No, it's a way to group horses on where they come from and the region they come from. Now, yes, horses are mammals and they are warm-blooded, just to clear any confusion, meaning that they don't use the environment to regulate their temperature. They can regulate their temperature by themselves, allowing them to live in particularly cold and hot places. Now, cold blood, like the name implies, are found in mostly northern and cold regions like Eurasia and throughout most of the northern hemisphere, while warm bloods are found in more temperate regions, not so hot and not so cold, while hot bloods are found in the more hot parts of the world. Now, hot bloods include many different famous breeds like Arabs and Thoroughbred, while cold bloods include more of the more bigger breeds like the Shire horse, which are some of the biggest breeds in the world. Now, I hope you learned a lot about these horses today. I hope we are going to conserve the wild species, the feral species in Australia, the feral breed in Australia, and the true wild species like the Petrozelski's horse. Now, about the Petrozelski's horse, it lives in the Asian steppes. Steppes are what grasslands are called in Asia. As you might know, in Africa we call grasslands savannas, in North America they call grasslands prairies and all that. Now, they are native to the steppes and they are also one of the oldest horse lineages in the world. They are actually very similar to the ancestor of modern horses today. Probably they were even some of the first breeds that were bred by horse humans in that region. Now, the Petrozelski's horse is a very endangered species, mostly due to hunting, and it's an old lineage, so it is also vulnerable to over competition and being out-competed by new horse breeds in the area and all that. Now, we need to conserve even the most ancient lineages because those lineages are like a bridge to the past. They allow us to explore what these animals looked like before, how they behaved before, and how much we have changed them. Now, I hope you are going to like, share, and subscribe my videos for more amazing animal content. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy what I do on YouTube, and I hope you are going to subscribe to my channel for everything animals. Thank you.